Start recording. Start streaming. And hey guys, welcome to episode 27.
27, a little over half a year old.
I'm getting the timer going because we went a little long last week.
Yeah, apparently some of you guys have bedtimes or stuff. I don't know what that's all about.
I mean, I have bedtime and I couldn't watch it after we
Who
filmed
makes your bedtime?
The Office, because I gotta be back here at 6 o'clock a.m.
Well, I've been crushing episodes of Mandalorian, so I stay up all night watching Star Wars now.
So I do want to send a shout out to some important friends of ours, some important peoples that watch all of our episodes. Jonathan and Christina, you rock.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
The stencils.
And you know, hey, not to forget Kelly, because
Oh, if he didn't mention you, me and Josh were gonna do it in a more awkward way, and so
I was just.
It'd be awkward if we mentioned.
I played.
Hi, Kelly.
I played just
Nice
second.
to see you again.
I played just second just for the comedic value, but no, hey Christina, hey Jonathan, hey Kelly. Okay, we got it out of the way. All right, cool. So if you watch the episodes, let me know. I mean, those are the only three I know that watch every week. Okay.
Live.
Yeah, give us a shout out. Talk to us about it, and then we may name drop you.
Yeah.
Give you the tiniest.
Also, we are on Twitch on the Office Coffee Wine Bar.
I've seen a few comments. I've seen some brewers comment to us. So I'm just saying, guys, if you get in that comment pool, there's a good chance you're talking directly with people involved with the making of this beer.
That is exactly right. I know we've had comments back from Flying Machine. We've had comments from Dogfish. We've had comments from
What was that last?
Lost Coast.
Yeah, Lost Coast.
The Lost Coast comments are really good.
We even had
because
we even had a like and check in from Peter Zemmer, which was the Chiava wine we did a couple weeks ago.
Oh my God, sold out. Wait a week, it'll be back.
Actually, it is out. Is out of stock in Wilmington. It's coming back next week. Great wine.
Good stuff. Great stuff.
Pick some up for the holidays.
Moving on, we are here with 3 new beers. I have the I'm doing the Aviator Hog Wild.
Oh yeah.
Little IPA.
Mouthful.
It doesn't have as much hops as it doesn't have as much piney hops as the Appalachia.
Well, sure. I think the Appalachia, part of what you get with the session style versus the Aviator is you're seeing the malt really come through, and those hops aren't tempered by the alcohol as much. They're only 4.7%. Hog Wild, you're up a 6-point or almost 7-pointer here.
Yeah,
it's a real deal.
Yeah, your typical IPA going on right there.
It looks like you're doing a Moylan's again.
I'm doing a Moylan's Dragon Dry Irish Stout. Can't go wrong with it.
Solid beer.
It's so good.
It's really good. Irish Stout, just amazing. I got the.
Did I see you open up the?
I did.
Astronomical?
Yeah, I did the Astronomical. Same old label. They say there's a new label coming out, and that's supposed to reflect a new recipe. The main thing they said was, as far as I remember, they're reducing hop and malt profiles. So hop and malt are still in there, but the profile of them is going to be reduced. The big change is a new yeast that they brewed with that's supposed to give off a little more of a lemony instead of a pure citrus juice. It should be like lemon rind. Still, it's going to be a juicy hazy. I see the haze.
Yeah, the yeast and hops they're using is supposed to provide more of a haze.
I feel like Amarillo and that yellow that yeast that they're talking about bringing us the.
This is supposed to be
lemony.
the new recipe in the old label, but the new label showed up in
yellow. Yellow is the color that comes to mind. You know, this is like a Coldplay song here. It was all
yellow. So I'm actually kind of disappointed that that's not on our tasting because I was looking forward to comparing the old Astronomical versus new.
I would say don't be
disappointed. So moving on then.
By this beer.
What is your tasting?
Yeah, I have a tasting over there. Josh, if you would.
No, that's not our tasting?
No.
Oh,
I gotta keep you guessing.
But
Rob, I have something I'd like you to enjoy.
Josh lost your beer. Oh, I do get to try it.
Sending Josh to the beer bucket is really fun.
Yeah.
No, I get lost in the beer bucket.
Josh lost the beer.
Guys, today we're going to be doing Enjoy By. All right.
Stone Brewery.
Unfiltered IPA, 9.4%. I love the fact that they only listed it as double IPA. This is very nearly Imperial IPA.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was that strong.
Yeah, the first time I had it, I had
I'm gonna say
another
it
before
because
it that was higher ABV.
my guess
I had
is
another after it that was higher ABV.
these comments right here, the last we're going to talk about the alcohol percentage of this, because I already know this because I tried one earlier and I wanted to share this on the podcast and talk with the boys about this. There's just something remarkable about this beer. This is a beer brewed fresh, meant to be drank fresh, because it's called Enjoy By, and literally they date the can Enjoy By 1/1/20. So drink this by New Year's Day is what they're really saying. So this is a holiday classic for West Coast IPA fans.
I had a lady come in and buy a. She was looking to get a 12 Days of Christmas beer package for her husband, and this is going to be her last one to give. Good try, Nick. This is going to be the last beer she gives her husband, and says that he's got to save it till New Year's Eve.
Is that your pops? It's one less viewer out there.
So yeah, he's way early. Oh damn! I'm sorry. I just had a sip of that. Didn't mean to.
No, that's all right. I think that's a great idea. I think that's part of this beer. Is it invites you right in. It says, "Come on, come do this, come drink me."
I'm not getting a huge.
I get a dankness off the hops, like just your nice West Coast.
but not super huge.
No, it's just not over the top. I don't smell any booze.
Mm-mm.
I'd like out of the hop, you can smell it.
I get
percentage. This is.
I get I get more pine.
Yeah, this is straight hops.
I get dankness and some pine bough, like really fresh new pine bough, not like that old. Oh, Josh just melted.
So this past week we've all three had this, and I think 2 of the 3 of us had the same experience of. We didn't realize the ABV. You said we're gonna talk about it, but I think even drinking it, and here's the thing: is we drank it without realizing the ABV. That's what I want to bring up.
I did the same thing. I started getting loopy in my chair, and I was like, "What the heck just happened?"
It does not have the it does not have the classic sweetness. Does not. These guys are tripping out. It does not have the classic sweetness of an over alcohol beer. So we have some guests that are leaving the.
If you spend a day with Nick and I, it's kind of like hanging out with Bill and Ted.
We have some guests that are leaving the office now, so that was the humorous thing that we were laughing about. So sorry about that. But back to the Stone. I think it's got some lemon, some pine,
tons of lemon, a lot of good citrus going on there. Definitely grapefruit.
Mm-hmm.
I get a good bit of ruby red in this, like that little bit of sweetness that is somehow in a grapefruit. Not a lot.
Yeah,
but
I agree. It's definitely got that sour, bitter.
Oh yeah,
big grapefruit.
The hop finish, man, is bitter on the back end. Like
it definitely is.
It wraps up bitter. It's the IPA. It's the beer version of the tannins in wine.
I'm gonna say that I'm fairly happy that this is only out for a month.
Yeah,
not in a bad way though.
No. I mean, I would drink it a lot. But I like it being limited. It's a good.
Yeah, I think that if this were out longer than the month that it's out, it could be dangerous. I'm happy that it's only out for such a limited release, because this is an easy drinking IPA.
Oh man, that's awesome.
And its ABV just sneaks up on you. This is one you can by flavor, by taste, you can drink 6. And then the next day, you're hating life.
I kind of remember that from the old Stone IPA 6-packs. Like, they were just really smooth.
Yeah, you can drink 6, but you're not getting up out of the recliner. You're gonna wake up in the recliner and be like, whoa.
I completely agree.
That's
This
kind of
is-
how I figured it out. Was like I was slouching in my office chair trying to watch Star Wars with my brother.
Star Wars.
I think I was here. I think I was here last
He got it.
last week, and it might have been Wednesday.
Yeah, I was telling you, I was like, oh my
And-
god.
And I had a decent ABV IPA before. I had this, and I had a decent ABV IPA after, and I was like, whoa, what?
Which is,
Yeah.
if you're an IPA fan, this is an annual tradition. You got to drink this. This
this
is
is delicious.
this is status quo of the clear West Coast IPA.
Now, Stone does
It's
a couple of these.
unfiltered, so I'm saying clear because it's not a hazy. It's an unfiltered.
Stone does a couple of these drink buys throughout the year.
Yeah.
So
It's not just an annual first of the year. There
so,
are others.
yeah, there are others.
The 420 one's pretty good.
Yeah. We said a little dankness on this. You can guess where that goes.
So Josh, you about ready for yours?
Oh yeah. I will also say that if you get a chance to try them, the Enjoy Afters are good too.
Well, we will.
So
We'll definitely be-
an aging beer versus a fresh beer.
The one I had was done with Brettanomyces, so it wouldn't be fully carbonated if you opened it before said date on the bottle.
Oh yeah, we had that
That's
trick.
cool.
Remember?
Dude, yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. It was like a champagne-y IPA champagne.
So
So-
Josh is bringing out a
This is really fun.
an American Beer Award winning and a
Oh
World
yeah,
Beer
Nick, your
Award-winning.
arms are so long. There we go. Fade Black, Left Hand Brewing. This is a classic. Ridiculously good. I haven't had it in a few years. I am decently familiar with it from a few years back.
If I remember correctly, it's got 3 American Beer Awards and 1 World Beer Award.
It's got a lot of
Oh,
awards.
gold medals, I mean, as far as
It's got more golds than I do.
yeah.
So just by the looks, and see it says seasonal. I'm wondering, is this a seasonal version of milk stout, or is this something different?
This is a foreign extra stout. So
I know the conundrum you were going through, but oh well.
you'll be fine.
The only other option you had was
Pour this in
was-
there and
was-
wash it out.
I was gonna say rinse with Freak, but
Oh, yeah, that's what the freak's for. That's Nick. He brushes his teeth with the freak of nature. Like,
Okay, so the Fade to Black, also a great song by Metallica. I probably just alienated
Well-
some of our viewers by saying that, but it is actually a good song.
yeah, but it's written by the Rolling Stones.
so anyway, if you smell this and smell that Moylan's, I bet you're getting a different profile.
This one's a lot heavier, you know.
So, you guys are going to really space out when I say this. We talk about all these spices, we talk about sweet things. I freaking smell a smoked ham in this.
I'm not freaking out because I was while you were saying, I
It
bet you're
smells
gonna
like
freak
meat.
out, and you were getting ready to say, yeah, we smelled it. I was like, I get like
Ham.
ham,
Easter ham.
clove on
Christmas
top of
ham.
ham,
Mhm.
Christmas ham.
Yeah, I mean it's hammy,
I don't know how. Yeah, I agree 100%.
but not in a bad way.
I gotta say, I didn't really catch
The,
that
the
on the
smoke,
nose.
the smoke is what's drawing you to that ham. It's definitely
So it's
smoked
like it's
ham.
one of those mind tricks that we talk about. It's sort of what do you have associated with smoke flavors?
The can says licorice, espresso, bean, molasses, and black cardamom. I thought all cardamom was black.
Well, it probably needs to add smoked ham.
Yeah, smoked ham. Yeah, we'll just
We'll just add that.
someone give me a Sharpie.
Yeah.
right
Well, when we tag Left Coast,
Hand
when we
hand.
tag Left Coast in this, we're going to tell them include
This
smoked
is
ham.
left hand out of Colorado. A little different.
Not Left Coast. I apologize. I sincerely apologize. This is left hand. I apologize.
It's that enjoy
I
vibe.
hesitate to say una mana se lava because of the left hand. Never mind.
This is a European stout.
That's the goal. When they say I didn't get it at first. When they say export Dry
There's
stout.
a smoky peak to it.
It is that traditional English Irish stout.
How does
They
it
make
pair up with the Moilers?
I mean, there is.
This has got a lot more booze, a lot more. I won't say flavor, but you can tell there's a lot more of everything in this one.
That smoky ham does draw through on the top of the palate, but the smoke more than anything else.
almost just like
I'm not. I want to drink
Like-
this with ham.
not
really badly.
campfire, but fireplace.
Hearth
Hearth.
fire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go smoke pit. I'm sorry. I mean, there's a different smoke.
Yeah.
I do get more of a peaty smoke than I do like.
I do.
bullshit.
I do. On the palate, it's more
Absolutely.
peaty. It's definitely
Absolutely, I'll buy that.
peaty. It more like a Scotch or an Irish whiskey.
Which is probably why I love this because it's freaking.
Goes back to
Scotch
what
and
Josh
Irish
says.
whiskey.
Peat logs are actually what they throw on the hearth in the home of William Butler Yeats.
Oh yeah. Do people really have that much hair on their feet over there, or is that just hobbits?
It depends what part of Donegal you're in.
Okay.
And it's mostly the women.
Okay, so
I will be getting love mail from some nice Irish lasses after that comment. Thank you.
I'm thinking no.
For an extra stout, guys.
So yeah, this is definitely a European stout.
This is absolutely delicious. It's a really cool style. There's not a lot of these out there.
No, I
mean,
wish there were, but
Over the past couple weeks, we've had some
Rather just the good
some
ones
American
out there.
stouts
yeah.
that we thought were really good.
Well, we did, and this is I like that
This
Josh
is
chose this.
a different breed altogether.
It still fits that that thing that we're talking about, which is this is still not a flavored stout. This is done with the malting. I would not be surprised if patent malt is in here, but like
Now, you don't get a chance to enjoy this raw good if you get it in your mustache,
Yeah.
let it warm up a bit, and then lick it out of it. It tastes pretty good too.
yeah,
I'm
sorry, I
will-
shaved mine today.
I'm willing to bet that there may be some smoked wood in the barrels.
I think it comes with a patent malt.
So I don't know if you guys know what Nick's doing right now. He's getting ready to throw some brine at this beer and just see what happens. I want to know if this is good with my fish and chips.
No, he just had olives.
Yes. Yes.
Oh no, I know it's good.
Like guaranteed, this will help you destroy. If you don't know if you're gonna finish your fish and chips platter, order this beer with it. And
You ever
know.
tried to eat kippers? You ever
Fried
tried to eat
only.
kippers with a beer?
Fried only.
It changes. I love kippers. Oh god.
Josh will actually crack open smoked kippers for lunch. Like they really will.
Oh yeah, you throw them in you gotta boil the water and put the kippers in a jar and then pour the boiling water in a jar until they get warm and then pull them out. I'm not kidding.
Do you drink the water afterwards?
No, you dump that shit.
It worries me.
So it's the deep
Kids
brining.
these days. Kids.
You
these
deep
days.
brine it.
Oh no, I just heat them up.
Yeah, but you deep brine it with the water.
No, yeah, probably.
Poached kippers.
Poached.
Yeah.
I'm loving this. I want to put that on the
No, no,
menu.
no.
That's
No,
his
no, no.
blue collar.
No,
Is this
If
taking
you-
time? Let's go ahead.
No, we're cool. We're cool. We have time actually.
If you call
I'm actually curious about this whole poached.
Right,
chicken.
yeah.
if you call them poached, now you gotta charge $5 extra for them.
Yeah, I
I
was
just
gonna-
call them kippers in a jar. Nobody's gonna pay for it.
Nobody's gonna pay for them at all.
I think he just uncovered the office locks. We were talking about this. The trick is it's smoked kipper. It's not salmon.
Kippers are delicious. Sardines, I understand people not liking it, but kippers,
Guys, don't
Are
listen
good.
to Josh. Kipper is one step away from lutefisk.
no, it's a smoke. It's a smoked herring,
Smoked salt.
smoked salted herring. Herring are good for you.
Yeah, because the bones disappear and you don't have to worry about them. That's not the truth of kipper.
Well, I mean, you pull the bones out and eat the fish.
I personally think that this conversation has,
There's only one way to answer
although
this.
enjoyable, has gone on too long. So I'm going to open a bottle of wine.
Oh, okay, yeah, but if you don't like the kippers on their own, you can cover them up with some melted butter, some capers, and some raw red onion, and then you're fine.
Which brings me back to a point I made earlier in this podcast: is any recipe any recipe with capers that's good is better without.
Capers or kippers?
Both.
Alrighty, on the line. So tonight we're doing a new
Oh yeah, the pig.
the pig.
I figured we had smoked pig in our last one. Might as well be a
We're
pig
doing
on
a
the
new
label of
Pinot
our wine.
Grigio in the shop tonight. The Scarpetto, and there is a definite pig on the bottle.
So-
Scarpetta. Does Scarpetta mean pig in Italian?
Well, I wonder if it means the scrap eater, the little scrap eater.
I'm going to you.
I think it means
for
little
the,
scrappy.
Alrighty. Maybe I will uncover something on the back of the bottle while you.
I do want to mention that
I think it's
in northern
last name
Italy.
when they had a pig.
In northern Italy,
Probably more
in northern Italy, pig reigns. Like, you guys have never had Bologna until you've been to Bologna. You know.
Well, that's literally where it's from. It's just pure.
This is what I'm saying. Well, when in Rome, do Roman, but when in northern Italy, eat some freaking pork.
I know. I tell you what. Now Tuscany's good too. Because when we were at Sisi,
Yeah, that's
I
you'll find
had a
pigs
really
through
good
Tuscany.
I had a really good wild boar salami.
Yeah.
And they had like a focaccia that they made the sandwich with, and then they covered it with truffles.
The halfway wild boar of Italy is actually a truffle hunter. So they find that pig
It was
in the truffles and they
basically-
slaughter.
So there's nothing about a pig on the back of the bottle.
It's all in the front.
All right, so this is from northern Italy, the Friuli region.
Didn't even look at the
This
label.
is- I did look at the label.
Besides the pig, and
Yeah,
I knew it was
label.
from northern Italy.
But not from the.
Are we talking Lombardy?
The normal
yeah.
Alto Adige
Basically,
region
shout out to
where a lot of
Lombardinos.
the Pinot Grigio that get the States comes from. This is from Friuli. So probably
A
going
little
to
more
be.
coastal.
It's northern area, but it's probably going to be a little more full body. I'm thinking. I have not tried this yet.
I can tell you from smelling it, it smells like a full body.
We brought this into the shop just on a recommendation from the distributor because I needed extra Pinot Grigios.
Yeah, we had a label that
It
recently
definitely
stopped
smells like a
producing
Texas punch
Pinot.
for Pinot Grigio.
So we were looking for a punch out in that hole. I'll skip which winemaker we're talking about with the hole, but looking to fill that niche in the Pinot Grigio is something big. We already have a Tuscan Pinot Grigio on the menu. And it's a little more spicy than some of our customers are looking for. So we're looking for something that's soft, crisp, and fruity. Time to find out if this is it.
There's a little bit of lemon. I get gravel on the nose almost, like raw gravel.
I was actually getting very much glaciated gravel, like slate, blue slate, Dolomite.
Did you just say Dolomite?
You're trying to convince us that your olfactory sensors.
No, I just tasted it.
Okay.
It's very granite Dolomite.
All right. You're trying to convince us that you're.
How far from the Eiger do you think this is grown?
I don't know, but Dolomite. Anyway,
Hey.
I do get the slate part of it. I do
Do you
get
guys know what country the Dolomite range is in? Italy.
Dolomnia. I don't know.
The 70s.
Is it starting to come together?
Who played Dolomite?
So I'm getting.
This is highly drinkable. That's the number one thing I'd like to just throw out there.
I'm getting the slate. I'm getting
You
on
guys
the
are talking
palate,
about body, but I'm not feeling the body.
but I'm also getting light peaches.
Mm-hmm.
White peach.
Maybe a little zest of lime.
A little bit of lemon too. Not a whole lot of lemon. More lime.
A lot of people don't know white peaches are strictly what we call China peaches. Any peach that's been through Persia turns yellow in Persia. Georgia peach is actually a Persian peach.
They got a
So-
tan in the desert.
So they start out as white peaches and they
When they
go
grafted
into-
them, yeah.
like they're on the back of camels and they go into.
It turns yellow when they
Persia,
hybridize it. when they graft it and hybridize it.
Oh, you're not talking like they actually like go across this imaginary
You pick it
line
and
and
shine
get
it
white
and-
to
The
yellow.
magical line is the Gobi Desert.
And it makes them yellow.
And it's about 3,000 feet elevation difference, yes.
I'm just picturing the first merchant in like 1600 with a
They
whole.
were white when I was across.
Yeah. Now you know why they're so mad at the white
Little
guys.
beaches and he's just cussing at the camel. Absolutely.
What's wrong? And I believe yellow peaches are inferior for this reason.
Leave it to Nick to educate us.
Botanically, anyways.
Who knew that there was this magical line in the Gobi Desert that turned peaches from white to yellow? And then they magically turned into yellow peaches.
Let's take grapes there. Let's see what happens.
Oh!
And just stand on one side of the line, I step over. Is it?
Is that where they turned from
You
white
have to
red?
go to California to get the
That's-
white peaches.
That's where they turn from white to gray.
Because that's where the. Oh, anyways, you guys know how this
Or
goes.
they just turn
So the
pink.
peaches
They
that we
make
grow in
perfect
Georgia
rosé.
were brought here by Hungarians.
Hungarians.
But their schnapps was incredible.
So, back to the wine. Nice segue, back to the wine.
And I continue
Is that
to
where these
digress.
shops came from? It's like, well, I thought these were white, but now they're yellow, so I guess I gotta make liquor out of it.
That's
No one's gonna eat this stuff. I might as well boil it down and turn it into liquor.
This inferior peach deserves a bottle.
Let me guess, plums were white too?
You know, why is it they call it the New World if it was nothing but old problems?
Okay, so back to the wine. Scarpetta from Friuli. Nice light Pinot Grigio.
It's not yellow, so it didn't cross the line.
I'm getting white peach. I'm getting some citrus, lemon, lime zest,
It's really good.
and I'm getting that slate stone. Definitely on the nose.
I threw some brine at it. I'll tell you what it does. By brine, I mean a green olive.
Which is not bad.
Brings the
Yeah.
fruit forward. White wines typically go good.
Mediterranean.
Go good with white wine.
Mediterranean olive.
Just to clear this up, it was a
Mediterranean-
black olive I threw at the beer. I just want to help people understand what's going on.
Mediterranean olives, Mediterranean wine.
So when I did that-
well together.
When I did that, one of the things that happened was the hotness, the alkali factor of the wine was just brought way down. The
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just.
Oh, no. I'm
world's tallest mountain, world's driest desert. Yeah, there's a small line in between Mongolia and Persia. Jesus.
Oh my
So,
god.
so brining olives.
So, the brininess, the saltiness, which we typically get from food, whether you're eating salted pork or just a tray of olives or anything prepared food, is basically going to introduce salt to your palate.
Huh.
There are exceptions, yes, I know. Rob's going to say, what about bread? What about fruit?
I wasn't gonna say that. I was still talking about that.
I tell you what, I don't get with any of this. I don't get any vegetal at all.
I agree.
So, once I take the olive, it actually brings back some of the fruit. I can get out to the outer layers of that peach that Rob was talking about off the stone. I still get that minerality, but it's like whole rocks in a river with flowing water, not just like a rocky hillside kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right, so I gotta stop you here. Dolomite slate. What was the other one he said?
Dolomite's a hero from a 1970s blaxploitation film, isn't he?
Stick with me here. Dolomite slate. What was it? Blue what?
That was blue granite, or well, I was talking
Okay.
about blue slate,
So
and then it was dolomite and granite. Okay.
Definitely a peach that has
Okay.
not crossed the imaginary line of the Gobi
Okay,
Desert.
so-
The Maginot. This peach has not crossed
so
the Maginot line.
Dolomite, blue slate, granite, and then he just hit river rocks. All right, so one of my great one of my big like heroes in the wine industry told me, if you want to describe something, you have to be able to, you have to have tasted it. Where have you tasted slate, Dolomite? I know it's where have you tasted slate or blue slate, Dolomite, granite, and river rocks?
Eastern Washington, in the Yakima Valley.
Did you lick a Dolomite?
He trumped me. He got me. He got me. I can't argue. I mean, if he did it, he did it. He's not
in the Yakima Valley. That is why they grow Chardonnay there.
That's why they don't have any food there, so you have to eat rocks?
No, no, they grow tons of food there. That's the Sun Valley. 360 days of sun.
Oh yeah, you sell all the food, then you eat rocks.
I thought Sun Valley was in Arizona.
That's Sun Valley. The Sun Valley.
I thought it was Rain Valley.
The Valley of the Sun is very different.
Rain in
That's an
Washington?
Inca territory.
Washington.
Oh, it's on the other side of the mountains that it doesn't rain.
Mount Adams. It's the backside of Mount Adams. It is the driest part of the rain shadow.
How far is that from Spokane?
It's that's way across the Columbia Plain. So probably
Columbia,
closer
good
to Spokane, you could get something like this, but it wouldn't be all those things so close together. That's the beauty of Yakima Valley and Colville and a couple of other places like well, if I start going further north,
Chitty Bang Bang?
well,
All of that is a
Lake
4.3
Chelan,
out of 4.8.
Okanagan.
That was a solid bird.
those
I
are
haven't
further
had a single
north.
one.
Yakima's further south. It
I'm
has a different
disappointed.
rise into elevation.
It may have been the kombucha.
Yakima Valley is my answer, and yes, I have tasted it.
Okay, so
Because I spent a night on the dirt there.
all right. So as far as this has been, we are pushing our time limit again. I said I apologize for last week, which we spent an hour.
We literally have a timer telling us.
We
that it's
have a
time.
timer tonight that says we
We're
are
a
at
minute 30 over.
31 and 34, 35,
We're trying to keep it
36
tight for you
seconds.
guys.
So we're going to go ahead and get into our wrap up for the next 5-6 minutes. So talking about the beers first, we had.
Well, let me start right up top.
Yeah,
The new edition of the Wicked Weed Astronomical is a great beer. It's no worse than the one before. I think they've made some improvements that are worth checking
You
out.
can't tell a difference.
I don't know.
Or is it your brain telling you? No, that's a serious question.
I know it's a serious question. I just want to say to Rob that I don't know if I can tell the difference. What I can tell you is the things that were mentioned that were like drawn to my attention. This is what we did different. I can taste those things. So whether it was just purely suggestive power,
And the reason I'm asking is because
I think it's a good
I
question to ask.
was told
that
this
it's
was the
new
recipe,
beer in an old label.
but is it really the new recipe? Is it still an old recipe in the old label? That was the whole reason I asked that question. It wasn't because I doubted, your palate. It was just saying.
I don't doubt my palate either, except for I doubt my memory here. And I know what I'm tasting now, and it's good, and it's definitely worth getting, and it's a great rendition of this. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I can't tell you how much different it is. One thing I can tell you that's happening right now, and I did have white wine a second ago, is I'm not getting the cloying sweetness that I got from the prior versions of it. And that may be the yeast not doing what Josh talks about, literally being cloying yeast, which leaves you with these the sugar esters more in like the orange area rather than lemon. And once you push all the way to lemon, you're going to be astringent. You're going to be, even though you have a low IBU, you're still going to get down to that essence of the hops.
For me, remembering astronomical from the past, and this is just me remembering astronomical because I haven't tried this. The astronomical had a sweet orange juice.
It's gone. It's
Okay.
this lemon juicy and met with this dry haze.
So maybe it is the new. It really is the new.
I haven't
recipe.
tried it. I'm naturally skeptical when people say stuff like that.
There's
I'll
always
have to
tomorrow.
try it. I know. I'm naturally skeptical of it because the thing, I always firmly believe that if I tell you that something's different about it, that psychosomatically you're going to firmly believe it.
I was looking for it. I gotta tell you, I read the thing they sent us, and I was looking for it.
As somebody who slings wine and has slung wine for at restaurants.
Well, let's
and,
find out. When they come back telling us this wine tastes like Dolomite, we'll find out.
Well, so
You might have someone come in here and say it tastes like Dolomite the wrong way.
but as somebody who
This
has
is the
like
Dolomite wine,
slug
right?
wine at restaurants and has opened a bottle of wine and said, okay, so this is what I get. Suddenly, everybody at the table gets the same thing. I can agree with the, if
Well,
it's
I
put in
like
your
tasting
head.
with people. They draw me to notice things I don't notice right away. However, advertising works in a wholly different way.
Yeah, well, it's the power of suggestion. John Edwards made a whole career out of it.
Well,
John Edward.
Well, we're talking about advertising to the masses versus advertising to the shop owners too, which is what the Wicked Weed email is directed to shop owners. So
I wonder if what they're trying to do, if they really did change this recipe like they say, and if the things I'm talking about are differences, I wonder if they're trying to create the Carolina Hazy IPA versus the New England IPA. Because nowhere on the can
we've been
does
talking
it
about all along.
say
My question is it good?
it's good. It's very drinkable.
The
It's super
old
good.
astronomical was good. The new one's good.
Good, yeah.
I'm still gonna
Yeah, drink it. Drink it and
All right.
find out. That's
All right,
definitely my
so
point.
let's move on to
Yeah,
your
let's move on.
your
Enjoy by. Fucking come out, buy it, and enjoy it because that's what this was meant to be done.
get it while it lasts, because there's not going to be
While
another
it
order.
lasts,
If you don't-
literally,
if
this
you-
stuff expires on the first of the year.
There's not going to be another order.
If
Yeah,
you
we
don't
only
come
got a
here and
case.
drink it, I will.
Yeah. Josh and I have been taking like 2 of these
We're halfway
home.
through it right now.
So
It literally is drink by for a reason. It's one of those that it's not.
I just want to remind people there's still a couple freak of natures down here to pick up and drink in house just because they're that awesome. Sorry, Rob, you were saying?
So yeah, let's drink by.
2.5 out of 3.6.
So Nick, let's hear your final review on the drink by and your rating on it.
This is a phenomenal beer. I got a double thumbs this up. These boys hit it every holidays. They hit it. First time I was introduced to this, a manager that I'll leave on mention right now.
3.8.
Other than that note right there, and if he's watching, he'll know it's him. Satterbury. Is that you get this beer, and you should give this as a gift. And you should give this to someone who's not sure they like IPA.
On Christmas, not after.
You talking about Enjoy by?
Yeah.
No.
And then what you should do is drink one for yourself. And then you should basically lord it over your friend that they didn't enjoy this beer and they should have, and this is how awesome
Oh,
it
you're
was.
saying to buy a 6-pack and give a couple of.
I'm saying
bucks
this
for
is
you.
the IPA snobs, IPA snobbery beer.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
All right, so you're
Well,
giving how many thumbs?
That's a double thumber.
Double.
All right, double thumb. Moving to me, I think that this beer is, as an IPA, with IPAs not being my ultimate favorite, but they're growing on me, I think this is a 2 thumbs up beer.
Yeah.
I love the fact that it's unfiltered. I love the fact that it is ready to drink now, and they acknowledge the fact that you don't want to drink it past the first of the year, after the first of the year. It is very tasty now, and I think for those that like pine, that like the hops, that like, it's right there. Doesn't hurt that it's 9.4%.
That's really cool. Price is right.
Double thumbs up for me as well.
Yeah, we didn't cover the
perfect
price.
flavor profile. Excellent execution. The ABV doesn't hurt. The first time I had this, I was on an empty stomach, stopped by for a beer. I was gonna have 2, had 1, and like, well, I think I'm going home now. So the ABV is the only gripe I may have about it.
It's too much.
The ABV is a little high for the way it tastes. I almost wish it would taste like it was stronger, but then I also don't hate it because it doesn't taste boozy, and I know I can drink 2
I
or
think
3
that's
of these.
Stone's Hook.
But I will totally agree with you. IPA snob. You have everyone has an IPA snob. Everyone has an IPA snob in the family, and this is a great.
It's time to go to bed, kid. Somebody just joined our
that is one of the best heckles I've seen in a while.
Somebody just joined our Twitch stream.
Oh, man.
Said the middle guy looks like my grandfather. Yeah, it's time to go to bed. All right, so just want to say $350 at the shop.
Yeah, the price is right.
Good price.
$350 for that.
It's
Absolutely awesome.
12 ounce can,
Stopper.
but it's nice.
If I see one of these in my stocking on Christmas morning, it's proof that Josh is Santa.
Josh, so you're going on to the
Fade to Black. I uncharacteristically am going to do this. 2 thumbs up. Excellent execution of the style. It's for an extra. There's not a lot of them. This tastes amazing. First stout, I mean, it's sweet, but not too sweet. It's got that delightful roastiness. The ham note may sound bad, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's like saying a wine tastes like leather. You know, it's like you're not going to chew on a leather jacket. I mean,
Until you drink this wine.
Out of a ham.
I have.
Yeah. But no, I think it's excellent. All the licorice tones, everything they say on the can's there, plus more. It's smooth. It's delicious. It's also 8.5. Didn't
And the
know
price.
that.
Let's hit with price too, so they get it.
Price point is
$2.75.
2.75.
$2.75.
So that's our base price in here, guys.
So, I think great European stout, great peaty, smoky flavor. There's no denying that if you think about it just a little bit, you're getting a smoked ham note on the nose, which is
These guys
really crazy. I think that I would like to drink this year-round versus any American stout. 2 thumbs up.
If, I would say 2 thumbs up. If America starts exporting beer, I would like this to be one of the things that we put out there. Because we've tasted European stouts, and while this fits style, it is not equal.
It'd be hilarious if we ship this to Ireland and they start drinking it.
Just put it in like a bogus label, just like put it in a whole Guinness Extra Dry
Joke's
bottles.
on you, Aaron. Go, brah.
Yeah, Aaron go, bro.
Sounds like a
Double dumber. I'm a double dumber.
That's the next
Yeah,
National
stop
Lampoon.
drinking and
That's the next
actually.
National Lampoon movie. Aaron, go, bro.
So, moving on to the Scarpetta Pinot Grigio from Friuli, Italy.
It's totally about a check.
Me, I like it. White, all joking aside, white finish, slate. It's a little fuller body than your Alta Adige.
Are you getting the Dolomite?
I'm gonna.
Are you getting the Dolomite?
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
Scarpetta's a great choice.
I don't think we're looking at a really superior wine.
No. This
It's
is table wine. This is Italian table wine.
$15 a bottle.
Is it
it's
13.5?
I'm sure it is. 12.5. Sorry.
Okay, yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
so-
pushes me more towards the table wine territory.
So, good wine, not fantastic, not superb.
It's not
I'm giving-
fancy.
I'm giving it a thumbs up. This is something you can drink every day.
Yeah.
I might not be wrong about my translation. That this is a little scrappy. Like, I don't know how they did it. It's got a little gray label. It's a screw top. It's an Italian wine out of region, but it's fucking good. So that's where I'm gonna leave it. Thumb up for a little scrappy.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I would give it 2 thumbs up if instead of a pig it was a Dolomite on the front of it.
Just a piece of
Also,
Dolomite.
it would get a thumb and a half if I tasted more Dolomite. All in all, it's a good one. It's a good table one. Like all
Joe
jokes.
Marshall.
all jokes about
Yeah!
70s action hero aside, it's a solid wine. I would drink it. I would share it with friends.
That's a big thing. Share.
It would go great as an aperitif, like
With
for me. I mean, it goes with salads. Vinaigrettes would probably be really good with it. Anything with that nice, rich kind of.
Anything spicy is gonna.
It's
spicy, salty. I mean, it's a good
shareable wine. It's good, easy drinking.
But seriously, more Dolomite.
Here you go. All right, so
some Dolomite for your pancetta.
That was episode 27 of What Are You Drinking Now here at the office. I want to thank you guys. Like, comment below, and.
That's a great question.
Marshall, that's a great question.
You feel like your child walked into a movie midway through and asked, "What's happening?"
You may or may not want to watch this again on YouTube. We're just getting ready to wrap up. So, episode 27. Thank you. Like, comment below, and we'll see you next week.
More Dolomite.
More Dolomite.
More Dolomite, baby.